Hi everybody, welcome back to Science with Ilana. I'm back at the museum in my classroom wearing my mask. I thought you might all like to meet another animal this week. And I want to give a shout out today to Simi and Evan, I love you, and Millie and Maxo and Andy and Olivia and Emma and Matthew and Liv and Evie. And this week I also want to say hi to Elliot and Bryce and Sammy and Gabby and Noah and Alma and everybody else who might be watching. And I have a new animal to share with you all. This is Freckles. Freckles is a corn snake. And if you watched me last week, you might remember that Cookie Monster the gecko, I told you something special about Cookie Monster's eyes, that they don't have eyelids. Well, Freckles doesn't have eyelids either. Freckles won't ever blink her eyes. Her eyes are open all the time. I hope that you can see some of her beautiful colors. And Freckles is also sticking her tongue out a little bit. She is smelling the air with her tongue. That's what snakes do. Isn't that sort of silly? They smell with their tongue. So she's exploring right now. She's holding onto my arm to feel secure. She's sort of exploring, smelling the air. Freckles was born here at the museum. Freckles was born from an egg that her mommy laid. Freckles is about 8 or 9 years old. And she has these beautiful colors all over her body. Some yellow, some red, some orange, some black and white. And her belly actually, if you can see the scales on her belly, are black and white. And I just used the word scales, which should be a clue as to what kind of animal Freckles is. We know she's a snake, but she's also a reptile. And reptiles have scales, and they're born from eggs, and they are cold-blooded. Now, Freckles is a snake, so you might be wondering what Freckles likes to eat. And do you think she likes pizza or chocolate ice cream? How about if I told you that Freckles likes mice? Snakes are hunters. She's a carnivore, which means that she eats meat. And so Freckles eats mice. And she's a corn snake. That's the type of snake she is. And she got that name because farmers used to find these kinds of snakes all the time in their cornfields and where they stored their grains. And they thought that the snakes might be eating the corn, but they weren't eating the corn. They were actually eating the mice that were eating the corn. But they got the name corn snake, and it stuck. And corn snakes actually live in the United States, on the East Coast, a little bit more south, in the southern United States. And they are actually beautiful snakes. They're not venomous. She won't hurt me. I've known Freckles for a long time. We've worked together at the museum for a long time. And she's just sort of hanging out with me. She's exploring. Here she is. There's her tongue again. You can see her nose and her eyes. And this is Freckles the snake. I hope you all liked meeting her. She's a beautiful animal. I always like hanging out with Freckles. And if you would like to see a specific animal or part of the museum, let me know. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel.